We made a router table.
A foldable router table.
Portable,
Steady and lightweight.
multiple use and safe. So at Realistic DIYers, we are always trying to find realistic solutions for you. So items around the house that might be a throwaway. Okay, well, we're going to do something about that because we're not going to go into a workshop and buy a £6,000 tool. Well, we did have a go at something, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
You had the great idea of this throwaway folding table. If you can see it, I'll just bring it up. You had the idea to make it into your own.
A terrible idea. Not safe. Not safe. Don't try this at home. It was stupid.
Oh, but it was a good idea. But the point is, we tried, we had challenges, and we're going to let you know about those and how we're going to fix it. So it might be quite obvious, but why did it fail, darling?
Well, to start with, this is not the right base to make a router table. It was a terrible idea. It's not steady. And these things can get really dangerous.
Safety first, always.
And I was thinking that I would do something about it, and then the base plate that I bought from Temu, because it was extremely cheap. I thought, well, how bad can it be? Because it's aluminium. Well, the truth is that it's not straight at all. And then it's not sitting straight on top of the table.
But you did have success with this part.
Yep. So the fence is pretty solid. It's pretty good. So what we are going to be doing today is, well, we are going to keep the fence. And then we're going to throw this away. And the table is going to be thrown away onto the fire.
So do stick around to see the solution and also to see how your router table can become a multi-purpose table as well. A good old Bosch. Back from 1999, thanks to eBay at £30, we're going to complete this project with this tool today.
So let's start with the base. So for the base, we're going to be using a 9mm plywood. 9mm is thin enough for our tools, but also it is thick enough to keep things steady. For the plate, we just need a 20 by 30 centimeters, which is going to fit all of the tools that we are going to be attaching to this table.
So as you know, we have recently built our own straight edge jig. See the link below. This is an older one we did before, but we actually no longer need it. However, we do need a straight edge to cut for the base that we're going to use for the router. So let's reuse it. So we're going to do this in 2 cuts, halfway and then full way. So first set your depth, bring it down. We are plugged in and ready to go. So the next step, we take it off, and this gets cut into 4 sections. Now in half.
So we are going to cut this plywood further, and it will be the base where the plate will be sunk in. So we have decided to keep the original width, and we're going to cut the length to 50 centimeters or 500 millimeters. Now we will need to cut this so that it fits the plates. I'm putting on a nail, you will see in a bit. I'm not passing it all the way through, just a tiny bit. It helps if you have a hammer. I do have a hammer somewhere. I need a screw. Here I am with a screw. Now I need to secure it in place, So for this, I will use some double-sided tape because it's the fastest way to do this. And now I'm going to place it on top of it, finding the lines that I just drew. Good. Now this is where we can use these that cuts double-sided tape. Now we are going to place these over here, leaving no gaps whatsoever. And now this is going to be used as a guide, and this is where the screw comes to hand. Yes! And now you will see exactly why we cut this, because, ta-da! As you will see in a moment, this is absolutely correct. Don't throw these away, you need them for your next project. Oh no, it starts raining! Before we leave the project for today, let's see. Oh no, I need to trim the edges. Let's go in, it starts raining! Oh my god! That was close. But this is what happens when you don't have your own workshop. Now, we did trim this, and it's great. We just need to trim off the edges here. Other than that, it's ready to go, but it needs to be reinforced. So we're going to glue this on top of a 12mm plywood, which will give us a total of 21mm, which is more than enough and very stable. Why did I put in the middle? So now we're spreading it, ready, steady. So now I'm going to align this here. I'm going to give it a wiggle.
So from yesterday, it has glued overnight. That part is ready. We just need to cut the excess off, and we need to cut our hole right here in the middle, which we're going to do by jigsaw. Let's have a look.
Now Joris is going to mark the space to cut out for the router to fit through. Now it doesn't actually need to be perfectly straight, hence he uses a jigsaw and a piece of plywood for support.
I'm smiling!
And now, the moment of truth. Does it fit? Flush! Perfect.
And just smooth away the edges with the sander, just taking away all those splinters that could be there for you. Next, let's make the legs of the base. Now, safety first, always, inside or outside. So we cut one 200mm width piece, which is actually going to separate into 3 folding sections. Keep watching.
So here we are. We are ready to make our base. As we said, it is going to be folding and portable. So you've got your 2 sides and the back. And we're going to add the hinges on. We're going to make it nice and stable, so we are going to go for 4 hinges, although I think 2 would be all right, but we're just going to take the safe bet. Now, what we want to try and make sure that they are flush. Let's see how good we got it. Oh, that's quite good, that's quite good. Yeah, I know. It's a pooch. It's a baby. Okay, so you can see we've got the stoppers to hold the doors in the right place. It opens up, it folds down, easy to transport and easy to store. Whoopala. Whoop. Flipped over. There you go.
Bit by bit, we're coming closer. Now we just need to attach the router to the base plate. First of all, I would start with drilling a hole in the middle so that it would be easier. So now that I opened the hole, I'm going to find where the center is. And I'm going to lock it in so that I can punch where the holes will be. To put this on, we're going to drill a 6mm holes because we have 6mm countersunk screws for this. Now we are lucky because the base plate of the router already has threads and it's 6mm. But if we didn't, we would have to open them up and then find a way to just secure them in place. So let's do this. Done. Now let's attach it to the base and see how it is. The idea is to feed in the table. Nice and flush. Now we still need to do a few more things. One is we need to cut some grooves here so that we can have the fans going in and out. The second thing is that we need to open some holes here so that we can clamp it and have it super stable and safe. And third thing, stay up to the end to see what it is. Now in order to make the grooves, we're going to use the guide that we made earlier in order to keep us aligned. Then we're going to start by opening a channel and then finish it off with this special bead here, which is going to open the channel.
So for these channels now that we're cutting, these are to guide the fence in and out, forward and back. Now you can always fill these grooves with aluminium rail, but we're always working on a budget, so we didn't think it was totally necessary. The fence does move freely without the aluminium rail.
And now for the moment of truth. Let's see. Success. Now we can do this. And it's in place. It's not going anywhere. We designed the multi-table or router table to be put on top of this specific workbench. The way that this is going to be attached is by clamping it. So I'm just going to open two holes here to help us clamp it.
We are almost ready. There is one very important thing. Now, if you are at home, if you are in a workshop, wherever you are, and if there are blades rotating at high speeds, safety first. So we do have to attach our emergency stop button. So, of course, where to put it? Now, generally we're going to be using the table this way, so you're going to have it somewhere accessible straight away. So we are thinking to attach it just here. Now, we didn't go budget on this. When it's safety first, don't go for the cheapest. This is a plug and go. There is no need to sort of wire it up. It's ready for you and it will always perform. Let's see. Chuk. Chuk. I can't blow it.
So that's it. We did it. Congratulations.
Brilliant.
Right.
It really works as well.
And it's perfect for our needs. It didn't cost us much except to the switch over there, which is quite expensive. It costs around £40 on Amazon. Link in the description below.
Yeah.
The fence here is able to go back and forth quite easily,
Following Bosch, it has its own extraction port, of course.
which is coming handy because it's going to be dust all over the place.
Yeah.
And we already said that this is going to be a multi-table. So, of course, this is the plate, and we have attached our router, but we can just take out the router and put planer, let's say. In this case, it's going to be planing wood so that it can be perpendicular to the surface. We can attach a drill with sandpaper on top so that we can sand curves. We can attach a jigsaw, and therefore we can cut sheet material in curves.
All right, and the best thing when you're done, pack it all away, feet upon the sofa. It's coming your way. That's for you. As easy as 1, 2, 3.
Go. Start behind the door.
Router table will actually become a multi-purpose table. Come join us. What else can I do?
Idiot.
I'm even eating my hair. 3, 2, 1, and then
Woo! What?
And the best thing, at the end of the day, pack it up, put your work away, feet up on the sofa. Let's go. Yeah!